All right, what's up, guys? In today's video, we will be discussing why you can't lose weight. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. And some credibility about me. I've been bodybuilding for 8 years. I've done multiple bulk cut cycles. I've been about 6% body fat, almost age ready. So I've also been about 20+% body fat percentage. And so here's why you can't lose weight. All right, weight loss is incredibly easy. You just ultimately have no discipline. All right, I'm gonna explain weight loss to you guys in like 2 simple steps. All right. So it's incredibly simple. You have to find your maintenance calories. And how do you find your maintenance calories? You go to Google and you search TDEE calculator. You enter in the information it requests, and it will give you your maintenance calories. Once you find your maintenance calories, you eat below your maintenance calories until you acquire your desired physique. All right. Now, literally everyone knows this. And if you don't know this, you're incredibly stupid. Weight loss is that simple. Like you have to, and you know this. Like everyone knows how to lose weight, right? Like it's that simple, right? You just ultimately aren't capable of putting the fork down, all right? You're ultimately not capable of just not eating more calories than your maintenance, okay? And that's it. Weight loss is that simple. You just aren't capable of A, eating healthy, or B, eating below your maintenance. It's that simple. Weight loss is incredibly simple, all right? Now, is it hard? Sure, it requires discipline and effort, but ultimately, when you say you can't lose weight, you're just telling on yourself. You're just saying, I'm incapable of eating healthier foods, or B, I'm incapable of eating below my maintenance calories. You're just not capable of doing it, okay? You don't have the discipline, okay? It's simple, you just don't have the discipline, all right? Now, everyone already understands that weight loss is incredibly simple, right? There's nothing a coach can teach you that you can't figure out on your own, okay? Like a coach can't do anything to make your life easier. The only thing a coach can do is tell you things that um, the only benefit of having a coach is that he tells you things that you don't want to spend the time figuring out on your own. If you want to do that, fine. But ultimately, a coach is just going to say, hey, you have to eat less food than you consume, and he'll assess your budget, and he'll give you foods to eat, and he might give you some tips and tricks. But ultimately, you understand that. Like you understand that ultimately, what you're gonna have to do is eat below your maintenance, right? There's no training routine or excess cardio will compensate for lack of discipline. Sure, you can start running 50 miles a week in addition to your weight training, and you might lose weight if your maintenance calories are so high that you're just naturally eating below your maintenance. But that's likely not going to happen, okay? Most people who have abs or most people who are ripped became ripped either A, very young in their adolescence as a consequence of playing sports entire lives, or B, um, and this is especially if you're a hybrid athlete, this is more likely, they literally had to go on a cut cycle and lose weight in order to get super lean, okay? So they had discipline. They had to have the discipline to get super lean. They had to have the discipline to lose weight, all right? But ultimately, there's no training. There's no training fad. There's no cardio fad. There's no amount of cardio or lifting. There's no weightlifting program that's going to compensate for your inability to stop stuffing your face with food, okay? So again, weight loss is simple. You just can't put the fork down. So in order to lose weight, you need to develop your discipline. It's okay if you don't have discipline. You can develop it. You have to challenge yourself and put the fork down. That's why you can't lose weight. You just have no discipline. You are incapable of stuffing your fat face with food. And that is all I've got for you guys today.